In your daily life, do you pay attention to the simple pleasures that life has to offer, just like enjoying a cup of coffee or reading a good book or catching up with an old friend? And if we are mindful, we can even enhance these pleasures further, like reading a paperback book and not on iPad or Kindle, or having your coffee in a nice cup and saucer. And this cup and saucer is the hero of this video you will find, along with some other really nice surprises. One of my simple pleasures is also using the public transport while I'm traveling. To me, it's a celebration of community and shared journeys, and an opportunity to witness the diversity of humanity. Recently, on the last day of my stay in Gothenburg, I decided to go to the city on a local bus. I got off the bus and walked to this area called Haga. It's a historic district in Gothenburg. Established in the 17th century, it's one of the city's oldest areas, known for its cobblestone streets and cozy cafes, providing a glimpse into Gothenburg's rich heritage. Before sitting somewhere for a nice cup of coffee, I walked around the area looking at little shops of Scandinavian antiques and local people, and also the cobblestone, of course, which I love. You can find in most historic towns of Europe. And making art to relax is also another great pleasure, which most of my videos are about. Wandering around the street, I find this unique looking shop. It said teas. Curious, I walked in there to find out more. Oh, a good collection of tea mugs. But wait, first I want to tell you about this set of polychrome Faber-Castell pencils. There are 120 of them in that. And I am so excited to use it for the first time. Wow, absolutely gorgeous. I prefer these to a box of chocolates. Well, you can have a box of chocolates, but I prefer this. When I ordered these pencils online, I thought they were oil pencils. But they are very similar. They are more like crayons and waterproof. And there is a demo I'm giving, and they don't smudge and nothing comes off, just like oil painting. So back to the tea shop. There were teas from all over the world. There wasn't a tea that wasn't there. So it's a tea lover's heaven, another pleasure. And in this section, I think they offer freshly ground coffee. And a blue colored rim here. Devil is in the detail, as they say. So now I want to sit down and have a nice cup of coffee. I'm going to walk around the area and see which cafe I would like to sit in or out. But some of them look empty. Maybe it's not right time of the day. Gets busier in the evening. While I'm looking for a cafe I want to sit in, I would like to say that embracing and appreciating simple pleasures in life can have a profound impact on our overall well-being and happiness. It encourages gratitude and a more positive outlook on life when you're thankful for little things. I'm looking for the ambience that attracts me, and I find one. I walk in this cafe, Haga, expecting a hot coffee to be served in a pretty cup and saucer. As for me, sipping coffee from a delicate cup enhances the whole experience. And imagine if they're served with one of these delicious mouth-watering cakes or pastries. I went for this pastry with Haga on it, marzipan. I just love marzipan. And I ordered a latte. I should have realized that all over the world they serve a latte in a glass, and I don't like to drink coffee in a glass. Maybe you do, and that's great. I take a chunky bite from the cake. Not surprisingly, it's yummy. And it doesn't take very long for me to finish it. After I gobble up this unhealthy sugary cake and the coffee that wasn't bad, a surprise guest joins me. Yes, the guest is this cute little bird, unaware and fearless that I'm sitting only a few inches from her. For me, this fleeting moment was a true meaning of simple joy. The mundane turned into magical. The sight of a bird savoring sugary remnants offered a simple joy, connecting me to nature's beauty. This little encounter showed how life's sweetness often lies in unexpected, delightful encounters in the natural world. So, watching the bird eating the leftover sugary bits from my empty plate made up for the mediocre experience of having the coffee from a glass. I patiently waited for the bird to leave, and then I began to head home. On my way, I came across a cafe outside which a lady was sitting having a coffee in a nice cup and saucer. Exactly this one. I had to have it, so I walked in the cafe and explained to the owner that I would like coffee in that cup exactly. And what a contrast from the glass. Look how gracefully the cup sits in the saucer. And the first sip was a bliss. The beauty of the elegant cup and saucer inspired me enough to take out my sketchbook and start sketching. Recording memories and to watch later is also another small pleasure. I didn't want to set up my camera properly, so I was holding it with one hand and drawing with the other, so a fine balance I needed. I took the picture of the cup and brought it home and made this new sketch with the colored pencils. As you might have gathered by now that this sketch is not done in the cafe. In life full of stresses, embracing the comfort of the familiar, like enjoying coffee from a cup and saucer, can provide a much needed respite. It serves as a reminder that satisfaction can be found in the small, ordinary moments we often take for granted. So, the next time you find yourself reaching for a cup of coffee, choose the cup and saucer over the glass and allow yourself to relish the simple pleasure it offers. The last sip of the coffee was as blissful as the first one. I added another little pleasure to my list, so to speak, and headed home on the bus.